toughest pitcher you had to go bat against?
Who is the toughest? There was a lot of guys that were tough, and I probably could go back and look up my statistics and identify each and every one of them. But the one guy that when I first came in the big leagues, his name was Goose Gossage. And Goose Gossage just recently got inducted into the Hall of Fame. He was a relief pitcher for the Yankees when I faced him. And he literally did throw 100 miles an hour. And he was wild. The ball didn't always go over home plate. Kind of went up and into right-handers very often. So I remember seeing him. He had accidentally hit Ron Say in the head in the World Series the year before I had to face him. And I couldn't get that sort of image out of my mind. And it was very intimidating. So, you know, when I was up there, I would step in the bucket and, you know, your heart really wasn't in the at-bat. And then you realize that you can't hit that way. And I remember a teammate of mine, you might remember Tim Stoddard. He was really good friends with Goose Gossage. And I overheard a conversation with Tim and Goose that they were going to go out to the stable and have dinner afterwards. So I conveniently showed up at the stable, and they invited me in to have dinner. We ended up closing the place, and I found out that Goose was a really nice guy. So that totally took away his edge, and I think my next 4 times up, I hit 4 doubles. So I always gave advice to the younger guys, if you're intimidated by a guy or you can't hit a guy, go up to him, shake his hand, and tell him how good he is, and that might turn it all around. So, you know, those are some of the little tricks of the trade, but Goose Gossage certainly threw the ball harder than anybody that I'd faced.